Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a budget with me for the paycheck that I will be receiving on December 5th, 2024 using the printable version of the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. Here we are in my December monthly view. I do have a couple of things checked off already up here that were paid for or contributed to with my last paycheck in November. For this paycheck for December 5th, we're going to be paying bills that are in pink as well as contributing to savings challenges over here in purple and green. Not a lot going on in my monthly spread for this paycheck, but there will be quite a bit with my second paycheck in December. If we flip forward to my paycheck budget tracker, I'm going to zoom on in here. As usual, my inflow section is right up top. This is where I budget the expected money that I'll make from my full-time job. That's the only thing that I budget my inflow for, and I'm budgeting $3,200. Now, I did have my annual review in November. I am going to be getting a raise. I'm just not sure if it's going into effect with my first paycheck in December or my second paycheck in December. So we will see once I get that paycheck. And so $3,200 is what I've been budgeting this year, and I'm going to stick with that. Maybe in January 2025, I'll change this based on what my new paychecks average out to be. As we saw in my monthly spread, not a lot going on with the bill section, just Spotify, which I'm budgeting $15 for, and Kindle Unlimited, which I'm budgeting $20 for. So those two bills added together do equal $35, and if I subtract that from the $3,200 we budgeted my inflow to be, I'm left with $3,165, which I'm bringing over to the variable expense section. Now this section is very individual. Everyone's variable expense section is going to look different, and that's because this is where we're budgeting for things we know we have to spend money on, but we don't know how much we'll be spending. This could be different categories based on different paychecks for someone. For me, it's always the same categories and I always have the same budgeted amounts. So I have groceries for $200, eating out for $100, gas for $75, and miscellaneous for $175. I'm definitely going to look at this a bit at the end of this year to see if I want to change anything for next year. All of these added together do equal $550, and if I subtract that from the $3,165 we were left with after bills, we have $2,615 to bring over to the sinking fund section of the paycheck budget tracker. I am currently saving for 2025 sinking funds, which is really, really exciting, and most of this is staying pretty similar, but I am contributing a little bit more to a certain category right now, and we'll get to that. So on this pay period, we're going to do $20 for Black Friday, $25 for Christmas, $40 for subscriptions, $25 for medical, $160 for car insurance and taxes, $20 for holidays, $25 for birthdays, $25 for gifts, $30 for RN, APRN licenses, $50 for giving. And if I spin this around here, we have $20 for household, $100 for home maintenance, $30 for baby, $30 for personal, $1,000 for travel. That's the big category change. And that's because I'm currently saving for a vacation I want to go on in early 2025. And then we have car maintenance for $35. I had spent some money out of my car maintenance sinking fund. I wanted to get it back up to $2,000. And with this final $35 contribution, I'll be back at $2,000. So my next pay period, you're not going to see that sinking fund anymore. All of those sinking funds added together do equal $1,635. And if I subtract that from the $2,615 we were left with after bills and variable expenses, I have $980 left to work with. I am actively trying to pay my car down as much as humanly possible. And so the vast majority of this, $800 of it, is going to go towards my car loan. I'm putting 180 towards house, but I'm going to sit on that and think about that until I actually get paid in a couple of days, because I may just end up putting everything extra towards my car loan instead of putting this little bit in my house savings. If we flip this over and take a look at my cash envelope breakdown, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Not a ton going on here. I didn't do a cash envelope stuffing with my last pay period, but I actually ended up finishing off my 52-week challenge a little bit early. So I'm done contributing to my 52-week challenge. I'm still contributing to my 2024 challenge. And so for eating out, which is where I've been taking my 52-week challenge cash, I don't have to. So I'm doing a single $100 bill for that. Gas is getting its usual, and then miscellaneous 175 is getting the denominations I need to contribute to that 2024 challenge. The rest of this on here, which are my sinking funds, they're all getting the largest denominations possible. I did add up all the totals here. I just haven't put the total in this spot here in case anything changes last minute. And with that, we are done with my budget with me. Definitely exciting to have not so many bills in this pay period so that I have a lot of extra cash to work with. I'm putting most of it towards my travel sinking fund, which is fine. That's where I want to put it. That's where I need to put it. But it's always interesting when I'm able to do that. I'm hoping that within a couple of more pay periods, I'll be done saving for the trip that I want to go on in early 2025, and sinking funds will kind of even themselves back out again. I'm also probably going to have money to roll over from my 2024 sinking funds into my 2025 sinking funds. So I'm going to have to make sure that I do all of that math and figure out all of that for myself as well. If you have any questions about the way that I budget or how I use the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom, please do not hesitate to put a comment down below. And as always, everyone, please be safe. Bye-bye.